Hello, dear students. Welcome back to our news channel. Today we have a good news. Champions of the world, India scripts incredible comeback wins title. Students, that is really a great moment for us. है ना? India ने World Cup जीत लिया, and that too after a period of 11 years. Right? As you can see. See? Here it is mentioned, India won an ICC title after a 11-year period. तो 11 साल बाद हमें ये प्राइज मिला है and really it's a proud moment for all of us. Right? So that I really wanted to share with you all. Now let's move to our main article. Okay, so today we have in fear of freak weather, extreme rainfall, unanticipated dust storms, unprecedented temperatures push cities and states across India to uncharted territory. Students, आपने देखा होगा recently कुछ स्टेट में बहुत ज्यादा एक्सट्रीम रेनफॉल दे आर फेसिंग. ओके, इसकी वजह से जगह जगह पे they are experiencing is urban flooding. Now, what is urban flooding? That is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, see, you can see the picture. वो ये picture है. And urban flooding is a situation, students. It happens when heavy rain overwhelms the city's drainage system. पूरे सिटी के जो ड्रेनेज सिस्टम है वो रेन को कंटेन नहीं कर पाता. Okay? Imagine if a bathtub overflows because the drain couldn't handle all the water. Similarly, in cities, when too much rain falls, streets can turn into rivers. सामने आपके सामने picture है. And sometimes even buildings can get flooded. Now this happens because there's not enough space for the water to go. So it collects on the road and low-lying areas. Cities have drains and sewers to carry away rainwater, but during really big storms, these can get filled up quickly. Okay, so what exactly is urban flooding and what are the causes of urban flooding? That we are going to discuss. See, when a lot of rain falls in short period, just like it happened recently, and mostly during thunderstorm, the ground can't absorb it all quickly enough. And moreover, due to urbanization, we have roads, sidewalks, and buildings in cities that are covered with hard surfaces that don't absorb water like soil does. जैसे मिट्टी absorb कर लेती है ना स्पॉन्ज की तरह, वैसा नहीं हो पाता है. And what this means? That water runs off these surfaces into drains or low-lying areas. Now, sometimes drains and sewers in cities can get clogged with debris like leaves, trash, or even from too much water at once. And when this happens, water can't flow away fast enough. So you can say that in India, urban flooding and poor drainage system are directly related. Okay, so how they are connected? See, if drainage systems like sewers and storm drains are too small or outdated, they may not be able to handle large volumes of water during rainfall. Right? And this can lead to water backing up and flooding streets, neighborhoods, and even buildings. And drainage systems, it can become clogged with debris, जैसे leaves, trash और sediments. और जब ये ब्लॉकेज हो जाता है, ज्यादा हो जाता है, वाटर फ्रीली नहीं कर सकता, फ्रीली फ्लो नहीं कर पाता, तो जिसकी वजह से सड़कों पे पानी आ जाता है. अब ड्रेन्स के थ्रू वाटर नहीं जा पा रहा है तो कहाँ जाएगा? सड़कों पे पानी आएगा. And if drainage systems are not properly maintained, they can become less effective over time. And this reduces their ability to quickly drain away excess water during storms and increases the likelihood of flooding. Okay, so this is how, poor drainage system actually lead to urban flooding. Now, students, there are some other factors also which plays important role in urban flooding. Right? You can see there are direct factors and indirect factors. Now, direct factors like global climate change and urbanization. See, urbanization as cities grow and more land gets converted. It gets covered with buildings and pavement. There's less natural ground for rainwater to soak in. And this leads to more water running off into streets and causing flood. These are what? These are direct factors. And there are indirect factors are also involved, like attitude of people, improper or no waste management. These are all indirect factors. What is the effect of urban flooding? Effect. ये देखो effect आपके सामने है, picture आपके सामने है. This is the effect. Street flooding. It makes dangerous for cars, even pedestrian. Water can get into buildings and homes, causing damage to belongings and structure. So there's a lot of property damage. अभी recently एक न्यूज आई थी कि दिल्ली एयरपोर्ट पे क्या हुआ था, पूरा जो सरफेस था वो गिर गया, जिसकी वजह से एक पर्सन की डेथ भी हो गई. So urban flooding also lead to disruption of daily life. Schools, businesses, and transportation can be affected, and this makes it hard for people to go about their daily activities. All right. Now, what can we do? So there are some prevention and mitigation steps. Okay. First of all, the number one is improving drainage system. Cities can build better drainage systems with large pipes and more efficient drains to handle more water. Green infrastructure. What do you mean by green infrastructure? That we need to plant more trees and create, and this when we plant more trees, it will create green spaces, and this will help absorb rainwater and reduce runoff. Similarly, it is important to identify areas prone to flooding, and then only we can take measure to minimize the damage. At the same time, educating people about not littering and keeping drains clear helps prevent clogging during storms. These are some of the steps that government can do. But the question is, what you can do as a student, what role you can play. See, students can take several important actions to stay safe and help their community. Number one is stay informed. Pay attention to weather forecast and warnings from local authorities. And you have to stay updated through official sources like news updates and emergency alerts. Okay, no need to rely on WhatsApp forwards. Second thing, if flooding occurs, the safest place for students is indoors. One should avoid going outside or walking through flooded areas, as water levels can be deceptive and pose risks such as swift currents or even hidden hazards. You cannot just know about the risks just by looking at it, right? And we also need to listen and follow instructions properly. Okay, so always try to listen to instructions from parents and teachers or even emergency responders. They will provide guidance on evacuation routes. And if it is safe to do so, under adult supervision, students can even assist younger siblings, elderly neighbors, or pets if someone is experiencing urban flooding in their areas. And during flooding, one should avoid using electrical appliances, as water can conduct electricity and cause shocks. Students, always remember, you should have some kind of emergency kit with yourself. The students can help their families prepare an emergency kit with essentials like water, non-perishable foods, flashlights, and even first aid supplies. And this kit should be easily accessible in case of evacuation. Okay. And more importantly, urban flooding can be stressful. So, calm rehna hai. Staying calm and following safety guidelines is important, very crucial. So by taking these proactive steps, students can actually contribute to the safety and well-being of their community during urban flooding events. Okay, students, so that's it for today. Have a nice day.